and today I'm going to be showing you a tour of my A5 Aqua Malden Filofax. I have been using a Filofax for about a year. That's when I first heard about them. I had originally used the Erin Condren Life Planner, and in about April of last year I did a video on comparing the personal size Filofax that I had and the Life Planner, and I really loved both of them for different reasons. And after a few months after I made that video, I realized the personal size was just too small for me. I had a really hard time writing on the left side of the left-hand pages because of the rings getting in the way and the pages are so small. And I am not, I definitely don't pride myself on neat handwriting. I really wish I had great handwriting. I just don't, and I'm just not going to fight it anymore. And so I write pretty big and sloppy, and I need more room than what the personal size could offer. So I took a few months to really search for the best printables. Some I paid for, some I didn't, some were free, and just finding the best system for me. And I am so excited to show you because it's perfect, at least as perfect as it can be for my life right now. And I know everybody has different jobs, different systems, their brain works differently, and so if this video isn't for you, great, move on, find somebody else who works more like you. But for anybody out there who finds interest in this, just keep watching. Maybe I can give you some inspiration, and I definitely didn't come up with all this on my own, so there's tons of other videos and blogs out there, but I just think, why not share and hope that somebody could find something useful in this. So I really hope you like this video, and feel free to leave questions in the comments. I'm sure I'm going to forget something. So here's a closer look at my A5 Aqua Malden Filofax. It is amazing. It lays flat, it's beautiful. So this is what it looks like on the outside. I have pretty small hands. Here's my hand for comparison. It's pretty big. But let's look inside. So in the very opening of it, I use the left side like a lot of people do for post-it notes, magnetic paper clips that I use sometimes, little post-it flags, more tabs in case I add a new section. And then since I have owned the Erin Condren Life Planner, I have the cool, since I had 2 years worth and I never really use these, I have these stickers. Some of them have words like birthday or massage or whatever, pretty much anything you can imagine. And then they have a lot of blank ones in all different colors, and I use those for like special events on my daily pages just to brighten things up, and it makes it stand out to me, so I actually really pay attention to it. And they also, the Erin Condren Life Planners also come with these really cute like birthday labels and things like that, some of them customized with your name. So I have those too. I haven't used them. They're so pretty. It's almost too pretty for me to want to use, but one day, right? So that's all I use that side for. I did try using it as a wallet. It just didn't work for me. Trying to lug this thing out at a store to pay is just way too difficult. And then this also has 2 pen loops. I use a pencil on one side. I write in pencil a lot, and then I use I just found these. I already have the, I don't know how to pronounce this, Stettler, sorry, that's probably way wrong, but these fine liners pens are awesome. I absolutely love them for color coding. But I have the same brand, the Liquid .7. It's got a very similar tip. I love it. I don't know, for some reason I write neater with these pens. I don't know what it is. So I am big into goal setting. I chose a word for the year, which is refresh. So I have this in the opening just to remind myself, like, I want this year to kind of refresh and kind of start anew and, look at things from a new perspective, eat healthier foods. And I just write, like, on the back of this what refresh means to me, like fresh foods, fresh relationships, fresh outlooks on life, a clean slate, progress, brightness, just, it's to keep me motivated. So I just have that in the beginning. The next side, I want to do these 30-day challenges. So here are just some ideas I have that I can look at when I'm trying to decide what my next challenge is. Right now I'm doing a detox, which is based on the book The Daniel Plan. So I'm not eating dairy or gluten, so that's my challenge for this month. So the next page is just like some ideas. It's just a place pretty much for me to jot down notes really quickly of things I want to do in the next couple months. So I have some for this month, next month, just so I don't forget. Like, these things are kind of time sensitive and I should probably do them soon. And then the next page is just a reminder of what I want to do weekly, mostly planner related, and what I want to do monthly. So weekly, I want to like check off the bills I paid, check my monthly section of my calendar, so I'm making sure to write down the really important big things and not forget about them. Meal planning, logging workouts, have a financial meeting with my husband, all that kind of stuff. So this is very planner related, so when I sit down to plan for the week, I can look at this and remember, oh yeah, this is what I need to do every week, and then every month know to like add more planner pages in for my daily section. Things are paper clipped just because there's some personal information I don't want to reveal. I'm trying to show you as much as I possibly can. I'm not trying to hide anything, but that's why you'll see a ton of paper clips. Okay, so I have just some personal information there. So I made dividers for each section, and as you can see, I labeled them along the top and along the bottom, so I don't have 20, I don't know how many sections there are, but I don't have like a ton of sections all at the top trying to find them. That's why I did them on the top and the bottom, and my fingers just naturally know where to go for each section after using it for a long time, so I really like that. I just used scrapbook paper, laminated them, and then just used my label maker to label them. Okay, so my first section is the year and month. I have the horizontal year planner, where I use this mostly for logging workouts, or mostly for health related things. I think it's really cool at the end of the year to look back and see just it filled with purple. Last year would definitely not have been filled with purple, so I'm trying to really motivate myself to be more healthy this year. So this is really cool for me. And then to keep more detailed record of the workouts I did, I just write them on the back. I'm just covering up my weight. But I have the date, how long I worked out, and then the name of the workout. Right now I'm doing workout videos, so that's what that's for. And then it goes to the month. So like I was saying, I have each section going across the top of the bottom, the tabs are, and then each subsection, like once I'm in a section, all the categories go along the side, and they're all color-coded. All blues go here, greens, yellows, and reds, and then the monthly section is the only section I have different kind of tabs for each month. So go to the month section, I have just the Filofax month on 2 pages. So that's what this looks like. I use this for reminding myself of big things. Birthdays, doing wedding stuff with my friend who's getting married, when people are coming over, all that kind of stuff goes here. So at the start of each week when I'm planning more detailed stuff, I remember these things so they get priority. I do not have the best handwriting, but you know what? It's better to have horrible handwriting and be organized than have beautiful handwriting and not ever know what you're doing, right? So this is my week and day section. This is the most important section in my whole Filofax. It's what tells me what I need to do every day, and it's what I sit down every week and actually plan out. So I'm just going to give you a past week as an example, and then also show you some blank pages. So I use the Bowl Full of Lemons Blogs Rainbow Planner. That's what I use. It was pretty cheap, but you have to print it out yourself. I did not find that to be a big deal. I'm used to printing a lot of things, and I liked the convenience of being able to print different things on different sides than if I just bought a prepackaged thing. If you have a hard time printing things and wrapping your head around double-sided and stuff like that, I wouldn't recommend it. But for me, it was amazing. And I will preface this by saying there are pages, which I will show you, my daily page that I edited in Photoshop, and I got Tony's permission for that. I will not be distributing that or anything, and so I just want you to know what you see for my daily pages is not what you get if you get the Rainbow Planner. But if you have access to Photoshop, I would just send her an email and see if she would be okay with you editing them like I did. Okay, so the Rainbow Planner comes with this action list, which is just lines with little boxes to check off. So throughout the week before, I just write down random things I need to remember, like all of a sudden if I remember, oh, our dog Clementine needs a nail appointment, I write that down so that I don't forget what I need to do the next week. So this is where I start when I plan. I go through, I add anything else that I have to do that week or I want to do that week, and I start here. So after I have written down everything that I need to do that week, I go on and I fill in anything that's time sensitive on my weekly outlook. This is still the Rainbow Planner. I do not use this for looking at what I need to do every day. On Monday, I'm not going to come and look at all the stuff I need to do. I don't use it that way. I use it to spatially see what I need to do on certain days and what days I have that are pretty much open that I can do other non-time sensitive things. It just really helps me see which days are open and which days aren't, so that when I'm planning my details of each day, I know which ones to fill with more and which ones to fill with less. Okay, so now after I fill that out for the week, then I actually go through with this list. Anything that I don't have already on here, I start to fill in on my days. I edited this page. I got permission to do so, but I in no way can distribute it. This is more just to show you and give you inspiration if you really like this layout. Okay, so this list part right here is my to-do list. I have a place for the date and the day of the week so that I can easily find what page I'm looking for. Then I created a little morning and night section, and it helps me remember those like morning and nighttime rituals that I would like to do. And then I have a rotating tasks section. So I try to split up all like cleaning tasks into different days so that I don't have to do it all on the weekend. So that way on Monday I usually put a square around it, and then I try to remember to do those things. I have a place for checking off how much water I drink, and then there's a stickies section if I want to put any stickies, but I usually use this for writing down when my husband has to work. And there's a meal plan section, and then a to remember section. And here's just an example. This isn't a real day. I just wanted it to have neater handwriting to show you how I actually use this. Right now I'm a full-time nanny, part-time photographer, so I have a nannying section. And then while they're napping, that's what I use the top part for. And then after is just the stuff I want to do at home. Here I wrote what time my husband, like a typical time he would work. I wrote down a typical menu, put a square around this, and then I just pretended like these are the things I did that day. Okay, to give you a more realistic look of how this normally looks, first of all, I don't usually write in pen because I'm constantly changing things, at least not for this stuff. So this is what an actual week looks like, so after I've gone through the day. So I'm normally scribbling things out, writing new things. Not always the best at using these, but I'm working on it, so I'm not going to change that right now. This is a little post-it note to tell me to use these things. I have my day thing. Stuff changes all the time, so that's why it just gets messy, but you know what, I still am getting a lot done. So that's my like day-to-day planning section. Okay, and then now I have my finances section. My husband and I are really into getting rid of student loan debt, so this is just my section of like all the stuff I want to do to help with that, save money. I also have a little part with some gift cards and business cards because I don't have room in my wallet, but I always would like to have them with me. Okay, and so now I have this bill payment checklist. This is really helpful. My husband and I do weekly financial meetings where we go through and we make sure everything's being paid on time. He has an irregular income. He's a chef. So we have to really budget really wisely and down to the T to make sure everything's getting paid on time. So this really helps with that. I just cover it up so that you're not seeing how much we're paying for everything and what bills we have. But we just go through and check them off. And I got this, let's see, from pinchalittle.savealot.blogspot.com. That was a free printable. There's so much out there online for free stuff. I totally recommend trying to find stuff like that. Okay, and here's our budget. It's an Excel spreadsheet, so I just print it out, fold it, punch it, and then I just keep a list of things I want to make sure we budget for the next month. So that's right here. Okay, so now we have the meal planning section. We really do try to meal plan really well, but I'm not the best at actually writing it in this section. This is also from the Rainbow Planner. So you write down like what you want to have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack for every day, and then you can transfer those to a grocery list for things. And And then there's also a larger grocery list where it's actually broken down by kind of like what the aisle it would be in. So that's the meal planning section, pretty straightforward. Again, that's the rainbow planner from A Bowl Full of Lemons. And then I have my health section. So I am a member of the YMCA. I've been doing workout videos lately, but I just kept the schedule in here. I have a motivate section. I haven't filled this out yet. This is where I want to put like pictures and quotes and stuff. And now I have a workout section. I already showed you my year at a glance planning section where I log workouts, but I do more specifics from week to week here in this section. So I found this at balancinghome.com. This is also a free printable. I just wrote in the dates, and now I just go through and star the days that I worked out, what a little acronym for what workout I did, Jillian Michaels, and then the amount of minutes I worked out. I also have a weight section, which sorry, that's probably vain, but I'm not showing you my weight right now. So this I found at learncreatelove.com. So there's a place for the week, your weight, your goal. It says goal weight. I put goal workouts. And then, is the goal met? How many times did you actually work out? And some notes. Like last week I started the detox, so I was more focused on that than actually working out. So anyway, that's going to be a nice way for me to track progress as well. And then there is a measurement section. I don't know where I found this. I'm going to try to figure it out. I edited it. It was to keep track of your kids' sizes, but I kept the picture, but I changed the things that you're keeping track of. So I have date, weight, bicep size, forearm size, chest size, waist size, hip size, thigh size, and calf size. That way I can see how many inches I've actually lost, and I have one for my husband as well where we're going to try to keep track of that. I have a few pages in here of that. So that's the health section. Now I also have a journal section. I don't use this for like journaling my thoughts. I have a separate journal for that. That would be too many pages. But I do keep track of like book notes in here. That's in the everyday journal section. And then I have a scripture section where I just, while I'm reading the Bible, I just try to take notes and reflect, and I keep that here. That way I can look at it throughout the day if I need inspiration, or if I want to know who I wanted to pray for and stuff like that. Okay, so then I have a to-do section. This is just if there's like bigger things I want to do in the future, I write it here. This next section is my goals section. I will be showing this just for the sake of inspiration, but I've completely changed out of even doing goals in my Filofax. I'm now doing them in a whole other binder. I'm using Laura Casey's Power Sheets. You can go to lauracasey.com to find that, and I'll include a link in the section below. But I just found these. I don't even know where, but if I can find a link to something, I'll share it. But it's just a simple goal planning sheet. You write what's priority, what your goals are, and what you want to do for next month. Pretty simple. And then I also found this from another video. I'll have to try to find the link of having a reward for getting things done. I think that's awesome. I know when I was teaching and as a nanny, rewards really motivate people to do things. So I've created rewards for like losing weight, working out, stuff like that, eating right. Then I also have a shopping section just where I try to remember things that I want to buy for different areas of my life, like our house, my business, my car. My inspiration section is definitely lacking, but right now I chose a song for the year, and that's Love Came Down by Carrie Job. So I just put the lyrics in here and did a little decorating, but I do want to add more quotes and pictures and stuff like that to keep me inspired. Then I have an address section, which I use the Filofax. I'll show you the blank one, the Filofax address pages. And then I have an important date section. I also do not know where I got this printable, and I just write in important, like the 16th is my friend Christine's birthday, and the 21st is my cousin-in-law Christian's birthday, just so that when I'm filling out things and, reminiscing, I can go back and remember these things. At the end, I have a little zip pouch. I don't have any use for it at the moment, but I know I will. And then just some loose pages full of notes and things I've taken along the way. I also have Filofax little notepad that just slips into the pocket here. I've been using it like crazy, and you know, it's pretty spendy. I think $6 for just a simple line notepad is kind of ridiculous, honestly, but I have no idea what else to use. So if you have any other ideas of what I could use that would slip in here or stick down and not fall out, that would be awesome. Okay, so this was my A5 Aqua Malden Filofax tour. I am sure I forgot something to mention, so if you have any questions, please write them in the comments. I would be happy to help you. I really hope this inspired you in some way or was useful to you. I would love to hear what things you took from this or any suggestions you have based on things you heard me say I liked. That would be awesome. I just love collaborating with people to be more successful. So I hope you have a wonderful day and happy planning.